A very good morning from the Toon Review. It's Derby Day, folks. Newcastle United versus Sunderland, and probably the most important game of the season thus far. Results yesterday mean that we can get within 3 points of the top 6 or 7, and therefore it's a massive game for us. Despite it being a derby, it doesn't matter who we're playing today, really important. The fact it's a derby and we've got some revenge to have over Sunderland makes it even a bigger one. We're all ready for it, we're all keyed up for it, and we're all optimistic for it. Before we go any further, though, please hit that subscribe button if you have not done already. Apparently, according to figures, 48% of you aren't subscribed who watch the streams. Now, if you want to contribute to the chat and join in with all the great people we have on this forum, hit the subscribe button and then you will be entitled to post. There you go, subscribe. So we're about 170 away from 48k. Super chats are also available. And if you do super chat, your comment will be guaranteed to be read out, because I have that many going through the thing. We can't see every one of them. The super chats get highlighted and I am able to see those. What else? We've got memberships also available by clicking the join button below me, below the chat, sorry. And that's that. Let's have a look at some. And just as I speak there, Trolls has gifted a Toon Review membership. Cheers, Trolls. Trolls, my old pal. Someone's going to benefit from that. And if you do, please thank Trolls in the chats. Let's have a look at the sides, the lineups. This is the Newcastle United one. It's Aaron Ramsdale maintained his place, and quite rightly so, in goal. Kieran Trippier also maintains his and his captain at right back. Lewis Hall at left back. Then we have Botman and Byrne in the middle. Botman on the right, Byrne on the left of the two centre backs. Midfield at 3 of, well, it's Ramsey, it's Joe Linton on the right, Ramsey in the middle, and Nick Voltemada on the left of the 3. And then the front 3, Harvey Barnes on the left, Anthony Elanga on the right, obviously with high confidence, and Anthony Gordon through the middle. Fairly strong side. I'm still concerned about Voltemada in the middle, but we shall see. Maybe today's his day. On the bench, we have Nick Pope, Johan Visser, Malik Chow drops to the bench, Willisula, Tino Livramento can't get his place back, Jacob Murphy likewise, Joe Willock, Alex Murphy, and Sean Neve filling that bench up. One goalkeeper. Wow, wonders will never cease. Here's the Sunderland lineup, the Mackham lineup. No Robin Roofs in goal for them. He's been a very good goalkeeper for them this year. He's been very good. He's kept lots of clean sheets and saved them on a few occasions. So Sal Borg in goal. They have a back 4 of Gertruda, O'Nien coming into the side for his second Premier League start of the season. Alderete, Trey Hume. Midfield 3 of Granit Xhaka, who's their captain, Siddiqui, who sits with him, and Diarra. Chris Trigg, the Newcastle United fan as a boy, and obviously a Geordie. He's in there. Talby on the right, probably going up against Trippier, and Brian Brobby as the striker, the Dutch striker. On their bench, I mean, I can't really read these; they're very small, but we've got Moore. I think that's the goalkeeper. Reynaldo, who's a very good player, left back, doesn't make the team. Dennis Sirkin, Mukiele, who's also a good player. Enzo Lefebvre, again, you know, he's a genuine starter. A couple of Joneses. It looks like H Jones and Jen Jones, whoever they may be. Mavida and Wilson Isidore. So that's their lineup. Yes, it's I'll fancy us after seeing that. I have to say. Let's get rid of that and let's do a few comments before we go any further. And we do have some super chats and things. Jimmy Barr's been a member for 27 months. He's over in Australia. And he says, "All right, Billy lad, great game to throw ourselves into after midweek. Fatigue and disappointment doesn't need an excuse to ignore against this slot 2-0. Yes, that's very good. And following that, Jimmy Barr's also gifted 5 Toon Review memberships. As I said before, if you are a beneficiary of one of these fantastic gifts from Jimmy, give him a thanks in the chat. Very much appreciated. Cowan365 has been a member for 7 months, hoping Voltemada is used more as a shadow striker than a pure midfielder, but we can all dream. Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath, mate. I'm perfectly honest. Let's just hope the game doesn't pass him by, eh? You know, let's hope he can get a bit of time on the ball. Don't think it's going to happen. And able to use his obvious qualities that he has. But I do kind of think that that's not going to happen. But we shall hope. We shall hope. There we go. What have we got in the chat then in the way of chattings? Away the lads up the mags says, I've changed my mind from 1-0 Toon to 3-0 after seeing the lineup. Come on. Well, that's optimism. That's very good. Very, very, very nice to see. Nice to see Chris in the chat from Evermore. Of course, once the game's finished, I go over to see Chris, and he'll have a big smile on his face, or his face will be red as a beetroot, and he'll be annoyed. One of the two. No grey area there. It's very entertaining to watch. Let's hope it's a smiling Chris we see today. He says, Billy Bob, not sure I fancy that lineup, to be honest. Worried about trips over Tino. I'm thinking Tino's head's not in it, mate. I mean, he's had minutes. He should be fit. He should be match fit by now. You know, he's had minutes in his legs. I don't get why he's not starting, unless Eddie's detected a little bit of, you know, with the rumours coming in the summer about where he's going to be playing his football next season. And maybe it's something to do with that. Ornitia says Ramsey to score. Did he say 3-1 or 2-1? Can't remember. I didn't see it. 3-1. Yes, that's even better than 2-1. Dugout Football Channel. Hi to Doug, Liverpool fan. Again, if we win today, Doug, we're on your tails. Liverpool and Chelsea both losing yesterday. And with our winning, it looks quite favourable compared to the Liverpool and Chelsea winnings, especially Chelsea, whose next two games are against the two Manchester clubs. There you go. The Wolfhead Benishan said it could get toxic if we lose today, as a win would put us 4 points off 5th and 3 points off 6th. It's mad, isn't it? That how bad we've been this season, yet a win pushes us right back into it. And you think about all those games that we've had the lead and we threw away, and we've been crap, or we've just performed for half a game. Yeah, it's amazing that we're still in this race. William says, "Are you solo all day?" I'm solo till the end of the game, mate. There's no all day about it, and the review actually will be tomorrow night. So I'm solo to the end of the game. But as far as the stream goes, yes, I am, mate. And Huge Hacksman says, Billy, looking fresh today, big man. Looking forward to the commentary. Well, maybe if we win, well, I mean, no maybe about it. It'll be a good commentary, I can guarantee that. Niall says, we just all know that Voldemort is class, and we are ruining him in midfield. I'm tempted to think that too. Alan says, Tina didn't look against Barca. To be fair to him, second half, who did? He wasn't on his own. Morning to you, Mervyn. Hope you're well. Paul J says 4-0. Time to refresh, Billy. It was after that game of the game that beard had to come off. It blocked me sync up. Yeah, so wasn't great. Big white pile of hair in me sink. Don't know how it's gone so white so quickly. But there you go. That's seniority, I guess. Stacey's still sticking with her 3-1 to the Toon. Good for you. Morning to Moroccan Magpie away. The lads all, let's get at them. And as I said before, welcome to Doug. As I say, he's been a member of this channel for many, many years and is a very big friend of the channel. Loki thinks 4-0. Paul Colson, quite what he says, this has to be a win. Nothing else matters. I even think a win with a shit performance. It's we get to the stage of the season now, especially in this game. I mean, if we play well, we'll win the game. I've got no doubt about that. But if we can sneak a win by playing shit, I won't give a shit. There's no moral victories in these games. The victories are on the scoreboard, and that's it. Yeah, everyone's saying must win, cannot lose to the Mackhams and all this stuff. I totally agree. William thanking Trolls for his membership. Nice one. Good morning to Chedley and Acid. Good morning to you. Good morning to Lee. I did notice that earlier. It's on about David Jones. They have that Mackham who works for Sky only showing Sunderland goals. To be fair to him, he did play the 5-1 before that. And he's got Carragher and Dawson blowing smoke up our arse as well, so he won't like that. Husband's Ambition says it's like playing with 10 men with Nick in midfield. Yeah, I'm sure they're not going to give him much space. And they've got the defensive men. I mean, Siddiqui's very good defensively. Xhaka's probably not got the legs, but neither's Voldemort, has he? Well, he probably has got the legs, but he's just slow. C15 Royce is in. He's always a happy chappy. Huge game, must win. Chelsea Liverpool drop points. We're close to Europe. Up the mags. Michael McIntyre, good morning to you. It is still morning, of course it is. Hi, Billy. Toon. Dave Barter, Hartcliffe says, must win. Nothing else is good enough. Max Manners, nothing win. Yeah, it's all the same stuff, and it's absolutely right. A win is the very least what we should be performing today. And I'm hoping a win with quite a few goals on top. And it was, of course, our reign as Carabao Cup champions ends today. So it's going to be a sad day for that in that thing. Will it be a sad day? Probably not. We've known for a while. But that all ends today with the Arsenal-Man City final. Stephen Sullivan said, I don't get Liverpool's situation, but he is an England squad. Yeah. There you go. Claire's not putting it on until 5 minutes before the starts to see the war flags. Alpachuk says, he's been in the stadium for about half an hour, I think, maybe a bit longer. Sebastian Nichetti, hi from South Africa. I'm super excited, mixed with some nervousness as well. Black and white forever. I think we're all like that. Sebastian, I think, yeah. Or Sebastian. Absolutely. Father Boys, Paul and Stato sending in his photos of the ground. Tell him to send some and show them on the stream. Well, he's put some on my phone, but I can't get him into the computer. Stato's not actually at the game. He's just on, well, he'll probably be in the stack or something like that now. So if you are about and you bump into him, say hello. Yeah. What else we got here? Billy, you are out of sync. It's because I've got OBS on, mate. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's only minimal. Let's get behind the lads today. We are united. Score prediction. Well, I said 3-0 yesterday. S-Man Veer says, I can't believe Bruno's been to the derby. Again, it's something we've known for a while. He'll be back soon. Mavis says, Walter Mardo agreed to play to help out because of the midfield injuries. As soon as that's resolved, he'll be back up front. Do you think he will be, Mavis? I don't know. Maybe he will. Maybe he'll get a chance or two up there. But he didn't get a chance on Wednesday night, did he? You know, when we needed goals and needed another striker. You know, it's a strange one. I'm not so sure he will be, but we shall see. Hopefully. Gundy says Voldemort is class and less physical league. Jimmy Barr says always top commentary here. To be fair, it is indeed. Well, I'm hoping so. 2 Gnarly 8 says we still have a chance of a good finishing place. I'd take 6th all day long. I mean, 5th's not really out of the question, is it? Let's be honest. And if you get 5th, we're looking at Champions League again. And then I guess all these departure stuff might go away. Brian Scott says, it's Brian, I know it is. Can't believe Chow's been dropped. If you watch Breakdown, Burn left Malik out, I enjoy. Mate, he's knackered. He's knackered, and not only is he knackered, he's just come off the back of Ramadan. So I can believe he's been dropped, and I think he should have been dropped. I agree with the decision, if I'm perfectly honest. He's been really sloppy of late. And I do agree with you. Burn did leave Malik high and dry. But it's just the minutes in his legs. He's played every game virtually since the beginning of the season. You know, he came on against Liverpool. I think he's been in the team virtually ever since. So I do agree with it. And we'll see. If Botman comes in today and plays well, we shall see. Scrumpy Bojangles, it says if Tino's head has gone, then get rid. That would be shocking from professional. He's a great player, but never fit. Well, just surmising. You know, he's got minutes in his legs. You'd think he'd be starting this game, especially as in the England squad. Could be for any reason, really. And we can't get rid anyway till the end of the season. So, and it looks like in the end of the season, he's on his way to Man City. That's what the rumour is. And fairly strong rumours at that. Channel Right says, I wonder if Whistle will make an appearance today. I don't think it's doubtful, if I'm perfectly honest. Yeah. The Rough Yed Benitian said, just a thought, the last 8 games against the same teams last season, we only got 7 points. Well, thanks for that little twinkle of optimism there, Martin. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't mean we'll get 7 this year, but I'll get your point. And they were some of the bad games of the season, weren't they? Like West Ham and people like that, we lost to and shouldn't have. Gav House has just took 5-1 at 4-1. C15 Rice says, as much as I think we could be wasting Voltemade in midfield. Or the first half of the season, it was many fans criticising Eddie for not playing him in the 10. Flippy flops. Yeah, but he's not playing him in the 10 now, is he? He's playing him in the 8. People want to see him behind the striker, just behind the striker, not just in front of the back four. You know, it's nothing to do with flippy flops. He's playing him in two positions, neither of which we want to see him in. So there you go. Alsbald says we can get these today. Keep our concentration, defence tight, and a decent referee, who I'm hoping follows through with what I said the other day, because he did play well against referee well against Spurs. For some reason this ain't working. Let's try it again. No, it's not working there. Oh well, never mind. Still working okay on YouTube. It's not working on X. So the X people will have to come over to YouTube. Yeah, as I said, Hasbal said we can get these today. Keep our concentration, defence tight, and a decent referee. Fans behind the team, we get the 3 points. Come on, boys. Yeah, no room for the fans not to be behind the boys today. It's imperative, and that we make that ground as vociferous and hostile as possible. Oh, Julie J, nice to see you in. Big L wants to hear Granny a few times today. Yes, I wouldn't mind that myself. Pelo keeps in. Morning all, another 5-1, please. I don't want to give him one. Yeah. Alberchuga's sticking with 6-0 for us. Is that right, Lee? David Jones was calling Given a Sunderland legend. Is that their pissing season? Look, you wank. Excuse my language. Lucky Singh says, let's see. Well, Claire Taylor, greetings from Qatar all. Hope staying safe over there, Claire. The lads need to smash it today. 3-1-2, 100%. We have a £2 super chat. Nick Thornton. However, lads, let's have this lot today. I'm going to just dip into the super chats because I may have missed. James Ellison, £6 super chat. £5, sorry. I'm not messing about for me today. The team put out another lacklustre performance today and lose. I want Eddie Howe out from Newcastle by 4 p.m. today. You said today in the one sentence there 3 times, buddy. That's excellent. And Mark Mullins with a £5 super chat. Today is Judgment Day. It's time for these players to prove how much they love the badge on their shirts and the city they represent. 3-1, come on the Toon. Great speech, Mark. Love it. Love that. Agree with every sentiment of it also. The Ruffian Benitian, I've already read that comment out, but he's put a £5 super chat to make sure I did. Just a thought again, the same team last season. We've got 7 points, yes. FPS Nix with a 199 super chat. Billy Holden the fort again, legend. Cheers away the lads. Well, you might not like it if we get beat. And Ruffian Benitian with another £2, just to say the last 8 games we've got to play. Eddie Gordon's in the chat, as always, one of our loyalist watch-along fans over in Japan. He sends us 1,000 yen. He says, hello from Japan. Wish Big Nick was playing up front. Robert Winship, £2 super chat. Get into them up. 3-0 win. Samson Knight Dove with a 50 Danish kroner. Super chat. Turned 54 years old yesterday. Happy birthday for yesterday, Dove. I hope our Magpies have a present for me. Absolutely. Bruno's Magic Cap with the 499 super chat. I do wonder if an agreement has already been made for Tino to City and Trafford to us. Obviously not a straight swap. That's good. Yeah, good. We do want one of their players and they want one of ours, apparently. Eric, over in Australia. I'm not saying his surname. I'll put his comment on the screen. All right, Billy, get worried about these Bruno, Gita, Manuel links. Don't be worried at all. It's absolute bollocks. Trying to ignore away the lads. All I'll say to you is, when he was at Lyon and we went in for him when we bought him, PSG also put a bid in for him, and he made it quite clear that he wasn't moving to the French club, as he was, because he played for Lyon. Now, since he was at Lyon for 2 or 3 years, he's been at 5 years at our club. Obviously, he's bought into the culture, everything. Captain of the team, lifted trophies, made history. He loves Newcastle United, and he knows if he leaves to go to Manchester United, that's gone. I think Bruno's clever enough to understand that if he's going to leave Newcastle, it won't be to anyone in England. But there you go. Gav House says Tonali a huge loss when we haven't got Bruno. Yes, that is quite right. I agree with that also. But we have to. Then again, didn't matter at Chelsea last week, did it? I just think Sunderland might pack the midfield with legs, and it's going to be down to Joe Linton and Ramsey to do the work because of Voltemada's obvious deficiencies in mobility. But there you go. See, maybe we can beat them with technical ability rather than physicality. But I think the front three will have to use physicality. Julie J's worried about Trippier being in the team. Yes. There's a bit of nerves coming. Tonali 8 says 3 points needed. Can't be sharing points with them. I agree. Jazz says with their injuries, nothing but a win is remotely acceptable. I totally agree with that too. Look, he says Newcastle United need to make big game plan right. Well, yeah, we do. Chadley says Europe is on if we get the win. It is. Amazingly enough, it is. Good morning to everyone else that said hello to me. 4-1 Michael McIntyre thinks. Allison wished Trips wasn't playing. Brian says Bruno off to Man U according to Romano. That's absolute bollocks. Don't worry about that. Felix says need to smash them like a Greg's pasty. Yes. Aussie Mag Haley 81. Hi all. I'm looking forward to a commentary Billy away the lads. Thank you, Haley. Appreciate that. What else we got? I want a positive reaction, says Lewis after that annihilation midweek. 100%. 100%. Benish Ruffyhead Mine says I was worried about the midfield, but I still think it will be 3-2. Alan Taylor said, let's put those seagulls, strokers in a spliff, 3-0. LG says, don't care if it's ugly, it's got to be a win. 100%. 100%. C15 thinks Voltemada's going to score today. Very optimistic, mate, but I hope you're right. No, yes, that's something I forgot to say earlier. Connor's reminded me. If you like the show, hit the like button. Yes, because it helps. It really does help. It helps us spread our DNA over the football algorithm of YouTube, and people will see how great we are and join in this fantastic community that you lot have made. Outstanding. Thank you, Connor, for reminding me. I've got such a sieve for a head. Morning to Chippers also. I hope you're well, mate. Lucky Singh says, as a rival fan, Newcastle United should do dirty game, fully beat this lot. So who's your team, Lucky? Give us a. We do accept any fans in here, as long as you behave yourselves. Give us a shout where your team are. And if it's someone we don't like, you probably get balters. But still, nice you to pop in. NJ the Magpie Gamer says 3-1 to the Toon. 7 minutes from kickoff. Max Manor says Luke 09 is only 173 cents. Yeah, he's not very tall, but he's a dirty bastard. He's also injury prone. Shaw says, don't worry about the midfield. Burn will be there and not in defence. Alan says he has a feeling that Sean Neve's going to come on and get the winner. Well, imagine that. Imagine if Sean Neve got a game and Vista didn't. He's got Sulu and Neve on and no Vista. Lee says, why couldn't we win the League Cup this season and showed it off first as the Macums? Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Ollie says, did Stato get a ticket or is he just what? He's just in the Toon, mate. He's just been up for the weekend. Clean sheet, says Tonali. Oh, yes, fantastic. Clean sheet. We don't keep many clean sheets, do we? Mervyn Cox says, I hope Joe Linton doesn't get red. Well, that goes without saying, Merv. Maybe says, apparently talks with Bruno have been confirmed by Romano. It's all over the Mount podcast. Romano's a big six mouthpiece, Mavis. Take no notice. Take no notice. He's been highlighted. He's been found out as a mouthpiece for the big six. So trying to pinch players from the clubs that aren't in the cartel. He's working for the big six to try and get them out, like he did with Isaac last year. Take absolutely no notice. Bruno's a different kettle of fish to Alexander Isak. His character's a lot different, and there's no way on God's earth he shits on us like that. Don't worry. Don't worry. Graham out to side says, shaking on Sky Sports, harps back to cup win and Champions League under Eddie Howe. We need to move on from that 3-1 Toon win. Yes, Mike Lassalle's had 50 quid in the Toon. Good man. McT Toon, hi all from sunny Vietnam. Well, good morning, Vietnam. I'm sure someone could write a film called that. How's Balls? Please, we need a different referee, decent referee today. I'm only going on that game. The team's having a tunnel, incidentally, and they are about to come out onto the pitch. Let's wipe out a few of these chats. We've got these more supers I can just read through. Dave has been a member for 42 months. Why play Nick now if we lose? I bet he cops us shit for it, probably. $2 Australian shipped up and Charlie 7. Making an act of Will Joe Litton get booked. Every chance of it. We've got a £1 shipstick from Dan Headley. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate that. Akira Akimoto. Hope that Pastor Man Romano trips over his bolognese. Yes. Yeah, he's just a shit-stirring wanker, mate. Take no notice. Take no notice. We will take a kind of hold the fort with the chats. Clay says, what's my thoughts on Botman? I think he's a great player. I love him. He's the most talented centre-half we've got, I think, but I think you need him next to Chow to get the best out of him. But there you go. I mean, him and Byrne are going to be fine today. Don't worry about that. The teams are actually shaking hands. And there's the Newcastle lineup. Ramsdale, Trippier, Botman, Byrne, Hall, Tolinton, Ramsey, Walter Marder, Ilanga, Gordon and Barnes, Pope, Wissa, Chow, Asula, Livramento, Jacob, and Alex Murphy, Willock and Neve on the bench. And the Macums about to be put on. Well, I read for that so quick. Here's the Macums now. Alborg, Gertruda, O'Nien, Alderete, Hume, Xhaka. It looks like a 4-1-4-1 Sunderland, which is... They're going like that. They are going on the front foot. Chris Rigg on the left. Talbi on the right. Siddiqui and Diarra behind Brian and Brobby. Their bench is Moore, Sirkin, Mayenda, Ronaldo, Isidore, Michele, Lefay, and 2 lots of Joneses. H. Jones and Jensen Jones. So there you go. And they're wearing dark blue. Head coach Regis Debris. And no huddles from Newcastle United. It's just a lot of... Well, that's the... Are we going to get in the huddle now? Just a lot of high tens going on. No huddle as such. Maybe they've done all the emotive speaking in the dressing room. Let's hope so, eh? He's a big unit, Brian Brobby, isn't he? Massive unit. Anyway, the Sunderland reserve goalkeeper, yeah, that could be a big thing. Having him in goal, he might be nervous as hell. He might feel the atmosphere more than most today. The hurdle is now being done by Newcastle. And it looked, well, is Trippier still doing the toss? Yeah, so Trips isn't in it. So they're doing an auxiliary hurdle, although it's not really, and they're doing the same. It's kind of half-arsed hurdle. And now the captain gets back into it, Xhaka, and they can do the proper hurdle. And I think Trips is in halves also. And they're both doing hurdles on either side of the centre circle. What they should be doing. And Joe Linton with a war cry before the game's about to start. We are attacking the... let's have a look. Cameras are currently on Eddie Howe. Yeah, it looks like we're attacking the Leases first half. So there's been no change. So the way we're playing, there's Regis, Bogner. Yeah, Sunderland attacking the Gallagher. They are going to kick off as well. Left to right, as we say. The referee's just about to blow the whistle. And when he does, the clock will start. And they're away. Ball is pumped down the pitch. Headed away. Voltamada brings it down, knocks it through the middle over everyone's head and into the feet of Alborg. Here's Alanga, and now Gordon, Barnes, sorry. He goes back to Byrne. Byrne plays it square for Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall is cut out there by the 11, Rigg. Byrne floats it down the pitch, looking for Voltamada, goes over his head, over Gordon's head onto O'Nien's, And now it's back with the centre-half, Alderete. Alderete got a bit of pressure from Gordon now, and he's just kicked it straight to touch. Good press. Was I frozen, was I? Sorry. That's technical stuff. Can't help that. Borders currently with Aaron Ramsdale in his salmon pink goalkeeping kit. And Byrne has it. Comes down for Lewis Hall. Hall plays it square, where Ramsdale has it. Trippier. Botman. Newcastle just taking control of the ball. Is Byrne. Just tapped it to his left to Lewis Hall. Goes past one. Slow tackle comes in from Chris Rigg. And it's a throw to Newcastle, which Hall takes very quickly. And Barnes is in here. Gertrude gets back to him because Barnes couldn't quite get in control. Barnes gets the ball on. Cuts inside. Will win a corner. Should do. The rest give a goal kick. I don't want to see the ref cam, thank you. Just get on with it. Okay, mate, no problem. Header from Trippier. Ramsey slices it. Does get it back, though. Gives it to Barnes. Barnes just lays it nicely out to Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall is making great strides down the left flank. Goes for a cross. Alanga comes in! Oh! It's about an inch over the bar. Brilliant cross from Hall. Terrific header from Malanga. And it's just over the bar. And I think the keeper was struggling to get there. What a great run that is. And the right back, the left back, sorry. I think it's Trey Hume over there. It's totally oblivious. It's so close, this. So close. Oh, couple of inches. Couple of inches above the bar. Great header from Malanga. Very unlucky. Great play from Lewis Hall. What a cross that was. Clearance down the pitch. Joe Linton wins the ball, but it's going to be a throw into Sunderland. Outstanding cross from Lewis Hall, but what a great win in at the far post, Malanga. That was desire and urgency to get to that and hunger. And a terrific header just over the bar. Anyway, here's Newcastle on attack again. Joe Linton gets a foot in, but it falls to Brian Bobby has it now. Good ball inside from Talby. Good tackle coming in from Dan Bird. Fouled out on Jacob Ramsey by Granit Xhaka, who disagreed with the decision, as he always does. And it's a free kick to Newcastle United, which is taken by Botman, looking for Alanga. Alanga gets beaten in the head this time. And, Trey Humes fell funny there. And he's holding his head. It was a poor header. And, of course, he gets up, but the referee has to stop play. I don't think it's a free kick. I don't think he even challenged for it. No, it's not a free kick, surely. He's caught him with his boots. So maybe it is a free kick, but Hume's holding his throat. And he did give him a free kick there. Great pressing from Gordon. Oh, you jammy twat. Got the ball, but it fell straight back into Elberg's hands there. Really lucky. Ball down the line looking for Bobby. Botman is outdone by Bobby's strength, and Bobby's in the box here. And we're going to get a free kick here for a foul by Bobby, holding his shirt. Oh, and Anthony Taylor gets a mouthful from Bobby. And Anthony Taylor isn't happy about that. I must be honest, I didn't see much wrong with that. I'll be honest with you, because I think they're both at it. Definitely, no. No, definitely. Good decision from Taylor, that. Good decision. But pace and strength, and Bobby went past, although he grabbed his shirt, luckily for us. The ref gave us a free kick, but Botman's got to be alert to Bobby's physicality there. Foul in the back of... can't see who that is. Might be Talby, but it was a foul in the back of him from Jacob Ramsey, which Anthony Taylor gave a free kick for. So they've left for the keeper to take. And Anthony Taylor's got something going on here. I'm not sure what it is. He's running over to the sidelines for some reason. He's having apparently Tyndall. Well, the two number twos are having beef with each other, and Anthony Taylor's closed it down. Nothing there, Finley. What are you on about? Apologise, sorry, people. It's a throw, son. Anyway, it's going to be a long throw from O'Nien. The ball girl gets out of the way. And we've got to be careful from these because they have a bit of height about them. Which Ramsdale comes and catches. Well done. Ramsdale looking for an outlet and he's give it to Trippier. Alanga, back to Trippier. Inside for Ramsey. And now Joe Linton gets it via Botman. Joe Linton squares it to Dan Burn. To Hall. Dan Burn's gone down the wing. Hall's given him a bit too much to do, I think. But, well, Burn went sliding in and may have got a corner. I think he did. With a last-ditch kind of tackle challenge, which deflected off Granit Xhaka. No call given there. Yeah, it's definitely a corner. Come off Xhaka's knee. Nothing there, people. And now Newcastle have 14 set-piece goals this season, which is third in the table, joint third with Spurs. And Anthony Taylor is currently having words with people for physicality in the box, but I think it's been Trippier with the corner. And Anthony Taylor's not having any of his physicality. It's Harvey Barnes and the 27. He's at it again. Just pushing into each other. In comes the corner, looking for Newcastle head. Finds one, but it's going to go wide. And the ref gives a goal kick. So pressure's going to be on here. And well, I've made a lot of balls for that. Gordon in the box. Goes past one, shoots. And scores! Anthony Gordon! They totally fucked up the goal kick. And Anthony Gordon went in the box, went past two, and blasted in the bottom right-hand corner. What a goal, Newcastle United! Let's have some bloody granny, eh? We'll find her. Outstanding finish there from Anthony Gordon, but the goal kick was totally awful. From Alberg, pressure came on. It was actually Voltemada that won it, so it's an assist for him. But Gordon's finish with his right foot into the bottom corner was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, O'Nien's balls are awful. But great play from Gordon. Wasn't shooting straight away. Went past O'Nien also. And there's Anthony Gordon scoring from open play. 1-0 to Toon. Happy days are here again. Credit to Voltemada as well for getting in on the challenge to win the ball. Yeah, credit to Nick. And Eddie Howe celebrating, and they're showing it too. It's just the start he wanted. I think it's fair to say that Anthony Gordon is quite happy about that. Whereas Pickled and Iron didn't. Anyway, the board is back now with Aaron Ramsdale in the Newcastle United nets. And it's now with Dan Burn down to Hall. First on ball into Ramsey. Ramsey's got space, but he's robbed. He's robbed there by the right winger. I can't remember what his name is. Diarra, I think it is. Is Diarra got, it's Anthony Gordon back defender. What work rate? And Anthony Gordon actually wins the ball. Brilliant. And then Diarra fouls Lewis Hall. But Diarra does win the throw-in. Can't believe they didn't give the free kick there. There was definitely a foul. Louis Lee, £10 super chat on the lads. Someone told me I was frozen. Thank you, Pedro. Getting says Rachel. Thank you for your super chats. Long throw comes in from 09, headed away by Voltemada. Volley comes in from Granit Xhaka, which has just about landed in the Strawberry Lounge. Brilliant work rate from Anthony Gordon a second ago as well, defending from the front, but actually back helping Lewis Hall. The ball is currently with Burnley, takes it down. Probably shouldn't have done, but he's getting pressured by Diarra, but he's going to chop it down the line. Doesn't go out of play, but Lewis Hall flicks over his head. Voltemada doesn't even challenge for that, but does get the ball with his feet now. Great play from Voltemada. He's fouled. Free kick. Ref didn't give it. Fuck off, Taylor, you prick! Newcastle do play out of it. It's Hall. Hall with a big switch out to the far side where he finds Kieran Trippier. Great ball. Trippier tried a volley pass, didn't work. Now it's with Bobby. Bobby should get a foot in there and does so. Throw into Sunderland just short of the penalty area. Yes, for all the good words I said about Anthony Taylor against Spurs, he's definitely doubling the other way today. Fucking awful bit of referee in there. Voltemada was definitely fouled and the ref totally ignored. Here's 09 gone to the far side. He'll be playing for the San Francisco 49ers next. Fuck me. Joe Montana taking the throw in. Alderete's in the box. Long throw comes in. We need a Newcastle head on it. And it's the big head of Dan Burn that gets another one out of play for another long throw about to come in. Alderete, Hume, Bobby, lots of height in there. Again, it's Dan Burn, and that's Alanga misses his clearance totally. Xhaka, wide for 09, back to Xhaka. Xhaka floats it in. Joe Linton gets his head to it, and we're going to get a free kick. Foul on Sven Botman. Who's back to his feet immediately. Ramsdale goes long, and why wouldn't you? Looking for the head of Voltemada, falls to Barnes, great control from him, gives it back to Big Nick. Nick flicks it round to Barnes again. Barnes goes past two, little ball inside. It's intercepted, it'll be a throw to Newcastle. Siddiqui, I think it was with the challenge there. It's Lewis Hall with a throw, and he's gone short to Ramsey. Ramsey gives it back to Lewis Hall, back to Ramsey. Trying to create a bit of space. Ramsey comes inside. Has to come backwards to Kieran Trippier. Float to the far post where Dan Burn is. Dan Burn takes it on his chest because Trey Hume missed it. Here's Alanga now. Toldy is back. Ball goes through and it's overhit by Joe Linton for Dan Burn, who's now gallivanting down the right wing. Throw into Sunderland deep in their own half. Yes, it's fair to say it's been a decent first 15 minutes for Newcastle. We were gifted a goal. Well, Joe Linton and Bob tackled each other. And now Taldy's on his way, but slide comes in from Trippier, and that's gone out of play. Ref didn't think it had. He's giving them everything, this bastard. Alderete. Turn 9 being pressed by Gordon, and he just had to get rid of it as soon as he could. It's out of play, throw into Newcastle. Again, fantastic work rate from Gordon to put the pressure under. He's on it today, and he damn right he is. Here's Byrne. Now Hall. Down the line for Barnes. Inside for Voltemade. A little back flip for Hall. Great move. Hall steps inside Talby and plays it out for Trippier. Plenty of space here. Can he get across? And he can. Two men went for the same ball, and it's going to be a corner ball to Newcastle United. Great move that from Newcastle. Great play with Voltemade and Hall. Superb. Voltemade is really getting involved in the game with some beautiful little touches. And the mobility isn't an issue at the minute, I have to say. Corner ball to Newcastle United. I think it'll be Lewis Hall taking this one. Again, there's lots of physicality in there. No, it's Trippier with an outswinger. So, lots of movement coming in. Looking for Newcastle head. He's going to find Dan Burn coming to the far post. Didn't quite get there. Great tackle from Ramsey. Out of the from distance. Oh, I think that was going up. That was on its way in, you know. It's rocketed into the legs of Joe Linton, who may have been in an offside position. So that'll be a free kick to Sunderland in the penalty area. I think that's shot. No, I don't, Bork. I don't love Anthony Taylor. What a wanker. He must have been pissed up the other night when he refereed us against Spurs. Fucking dreadful today so far. Excuse my language. Anyhow, here come the Maccombs with Hugh. Is it Hugh? No, it's Alderete. Ball down the middle looking for Brian Bobby. It's long ball stuff. There's a chase coming on here. And Ramsdale needs to get there. And in the end did. Foul there by Bobby, but Red didn't see it. And yes, again, here's Joe Linton just tidying things up. Now Dan Burn, who really is playing. Look, it's a derby today. He's Barnes has it. Back to Hall. Little ball inside for Voltemade. Voltemade wins the throw-in. In a very tight, confined space. Ball is back with Ramsdale. He floats it out to Trippier. Now Alanga picks it up. Tries to go inside Hume there, but Hume won the ball. Taldy tries to cross it in. Is it then Taldy or Talby? I don't give a shit what it is. It's a throw into Sunderland in their Hummel kit. Anyway, Hick is well, it's got to be a foul there, ref, and he's given it as well. Push there. Well, it was actually an elbow. The ref signals an elbow. Didn't think about getting the card out by Hume on Trippier. But again, it was a long throw stuff. It's I think that kind of stuff suits them, doesn't it? You know, the Route 1 physicality of it, the very physical side. The free kick is left for Aaron Ramsdale. And he's just going to lump it down the pitch, I think. Probably looking for Voltemade in the air. Granit Xhaka's come over to Voltemade. Voltemade didn't get there, but it will fall the ball. No, intercepted by Diarra. Oh, no, it was Gertrude, in fact. Long ball down the middle on Burns' chest. Tried to do a header, didn't work, but he did take it on his chest again. The ball is with Lewis Hall now. And he's fouled. That's a definite foul by Bobby. And he's appealing the decision. Get him in the book, ref! Flipping it. Just called you a wanker. He's laughing about it. Yeah, I'm a wanker. And there's a free kick to Newcastle on the halfway line. Left flank. And now when Ramsdale's come out to take it. Well, it's not as far up the pitch as I thought. It's probably just level with the centre circle. Anyway, it's floated up, looking for a Newcastle flick on. Voltemada's in the mix, Burns in the mix. Volleyed away. Trippier takes it down and plays it back to Ramsdale. Hall's come available for him on the left. If he wants to go left, decides to go right where Trippier is. No pressure on Trippier. Plays it down the line where Alanga awaits. Alanga inside for Voltemada. Voltemada takes it and floats it back to Trippier. Trippier takes it into control, gives it back to Aaron Ramsdale. Ramsdale taking his time, plays it through to Ramsey, and Ramsey plays it square to Burn. Burn, great little ball forward for Voltemada. Good ball from Voltemada, through to Barnes. Cuts inside Gertruder. He's got Hall on the run if he wants to play it to him. He plays it inside for Voltemada instead. Voltemada was a bit too cute there. Little flick with the outside of his boots, slightly overhit. And Hall couldn't control it and he went out for a throw-in. Yeah, thumbs down for the ref cam. I agree with that, LG, although Smickle likes it. Gertrude with a throw-in. He's trying to get a corner out of this. He's advanced down the pitch that much. Flicked on by Rigg. Voltemada and Shaq are doing some physicality there, but Botman nods it out, throwing to Sunderland. God, I think I've just seen the gingerest person in the world in the crowd there. My word, he was very ginger, behind Eddie Howe. '09 with a cross, nodded away by Byrne. And as far as Hume, that was Gertrude. He's got space to run into here, plays it into Diarra. Now wide for O'Nien. O'Nien's nodded away from Gordon. Gordon trying to step inside again, but this is dangerous. But this time Barnes gets in and gets good clearance. Everyone behind the ball for Newcastle, so there's no one to receive it. Here's Xhaka. Xhaka with a long floaty pass, good ball out to the far side of the pitch, where Talby is. Talby's going to have a go at Trippier here. Joe Linton's come inside to help him. Talby's going to go from distance, trying to chip it. Great save, Ramsdale. Trying to bend it far corner. Good effort. Good effort, but a great dive to his right. To his left, sorry. Was it curving in? Don't think it was, but Ramsdale weren't taking no chances. And it's going to be a corner to Sunderland. But good play from Talby. Well, I think it might have been curving in, you know. It's a great save. It's going to be another corner ball. Xhaka takes it. It's a deep one. Far post. Two Sunderland men there. It's bouncing around in the penalty area. Gordon with a clearance ain't great. But it's blasted over the bar by Hume. I think it's Hume. Might be Rigg. It's a Malcolm anyway. It's actually Chris Rigg and ended up the above level of the Gallagher. Long clearance from Ramsdale, which Newcastle failed to win in the air, but there was a foul which Anthony Taylor couldn't wait to give. It's on Hume again. He's holding his head. Dan Robertson with the £5 super chat. Anthony Taylor is a cartel ref. He's had an agenda against us since the takeover. Him and Simon Hooper always give decisions against us. They are awful. Well, to be fair to him, he was all right against Spurs, but I mean, he's been the other way today. This is ref cam now showing the goal again. It's just dreadful from Sunderland. It really is. It's a Christmas present in the middle of March. Anyhow, here's Diarra for Sunderland. Tried to cross. It flicked off the head of Talby, and it luckily fell into the arms of Ramsdale. Newcastle on the counter here. Joe Linton steps inside one. Good ball for Voltemada. Voltemada plays Barnes through. Don't think he's got the pace to get there. O'Nien gets there first and lays it back to Alborg, who hoofs it. Great header from Joe Linton. Voltemada's got to be stronger there, but he wasn't. Well, Burns not taking chances there. He wins the ball in the air. Two Sunderland players go for the same ball, but they do win it, and now it's with Dan Burn. Off there of Botman. Now Trippier. Burns gone walking down the right wing again. Alanga. Don't try and give it Dan Burn there. Here's Joe Linton anyway. Get back in your place, Dan. Christ almighty. Hall. Into Botman. Plenty of time for Botman to pick out a pass. And he's taking it too. Gives it to Joe Linton. Now Burn. Now Trippier. Long ball looking for the run of Gordon, who hadn't made the run. I mean, that was just blind there. Is Alberg. Pressure coming in from Gordon. Nearly made it. Bobman's got to be strong here. Here's Bobby. Some good little ball tackle from Byrne. I think got a foot in. May have been Ramsey. But the ball did end up in Ramsdale's arm. And the ball is now with Alanga, who's started the game really well. And he's doing really well there. Here's Voltemada. Back to Hall. Byrne, sorry. Now Hall. Hall's got Voltemada to give it to. He doesn't do. He gives it to Ramsey instead. Ramsey's been pressured and plays it square, where Sven Botman picks it up. Now Trippier. First touch from Trippier weren't great, but he steps inside Talby really well and plays a big transitional ball to no one in particular. But Gertrude's header is awful and will be a corner to Newcastle. Dreadful defending from Gertrude from a dreadful pass from Trippier. Somehow we got a corner out of it. It's a really poor header, this. No pressure on it whatsoever. And it's 50 pence pieced it into beyond the goal. Here's the old man coming to take the corner. Getting a big round of applause from the Newcastle faithful down there. In the Leases. Troll says Burners a centre back, not left back. In this game, he needs to sit back. Troll's been right wing at times. Here's Trippier's corner. It's an in-swinger. Looking for the far post where Botman gets up. And it bounces tamely into the arms of Alborg, the Sunderland reserve goalkeeper. And he's taking his time, letting us get back. Thank you very much. And now he's dropped it to his feet. He's going to probably play it wide to... Well, no, he's going to go long to Xhaka. Xhaka nods it back inside to Siddiqui. Now Xhaka again. It's a poor pass from him. Gordon will get there and does. Gives it to Joe Linton. Nice play this from Newcastle. Just trying to find a gap so they can get through. Ramsey got Hall square. And he's got Barnes further square of Hall here. Here's Barnes. Go up against Gertrude. Cut inside him. Couldn't quite get the ball with him there. Ramsey gets it. Now Joe Linton. Joe Linton goes back to Sven Botman. Ball to Trippier's on, and there it is. It's a great running behind from Joe Linton. Can he get there? He's got Alderete his back. And we'll get a corner for that. Indeed. Well played, Joe Linton. Dan Burn signalling for this ball. Voltemada, Burn and Botman are all grouped together with Ramsey on the peripheral of those three. Botman goes near post, and in fact, the ball goes to Hall. He tried to do a backflip. Gordon gets there! I think we want a penalty for that, referee. Thank you very much. Ball is still in Newcastle's possession with Hall. Trying to do magic on the far side. He went past three and then got... Well, Gordon's still lying in the box, but we're not going to get a penalty for that. They don't give penalties for those challenges anymore. Here's Joe Linton. Ramsey. And now we can spread it rather for Burn here. He's got plenty of space. The ball's behind Burn. He's got a turn. No, Anthony Taylor's given a penalty for that. We probably would have got one for last season, mind. In fact, we've seen Anthony Gordon win penalties for them kind of challenges before. And Gordon's back on his feet now. I don't think VAR even looked at it. There hasn't been a break in play anyway. Burn wins the header. Hall came in to help him and kind of double committed and left a bit of space. Here's Rig. And now it's with Diarra. Now Gertruda. Further back where Granit Xhaka sits. And then wide for Alderete. Ball in behind. Got a bit of space there. 27. Force of Bobby. Dummy. Shot comes in. Oh, we got away with one there. And now it's a foot race between Gordon and O'Noyan. Don't go for that, Gordon. Oh, you got to try and get onside there, Anthony. Ball is back with the Spurs. Mackham goalkeeper. And still is again. Pressure again from Gordon. Normally, fantastic work rate. Forcing the Sunderland goalkeeper into a mistake. Kicks out to it. Will be a throw-in. Now we're going to see this penalty decision. I think we get one for it last season. He's offside anyway, so it wouldn't matter shit. Come from an offside position. Malix. So that's why it wasn't given. Amongst other things. Ramsey into Alanga. Back to Ramsey. Back to Alanga. Alanga takes a touch. Gives it back to Ramsey again. Ramsey comes all the way back to Sven Botman, who's sweeping behind Dan Burn. And here's Dan Burn. Good ball forward for Barnes. Voltamada steps in the way and plays a lovely little pass here. Here's Alanga on his own in the box. Going to the box. Well, his left foot. Oh! Just wide. Just wide. Great effort. Probably should have done better. It's a great bit of football from Newcastle. Voltamada again heavily involved. Great ball to Alanga. Now, could Alanga have played Gordon? No, he couldn't actually. And he's gone for the wrong side of the goal. If he'd gone far side of the goal, he'd have scored. He's gone near post. And that didn't work for us. Yeah, I think you should have been better there, folks. That's dreadful from the goalkeeper. He just kicks it straight out of play without pressure. Byrne takes the throw-in off Hall and relays it back to Aaron Ramsdale. Ramsdale goes to Botman. Bit of pressure from Bobby. Trippier go back to Ramsdale. Trippier again and Botman. They're getting boxed in here. And I think that might have gone for a goal kick. Let's hope so. Their goalkeeper is very, very dodgy. Looks a bit like a young Nick Pope, oddly enough. All right, we don't need to have the convers on him for 20 minutes. It's a goal kick anyway, which Byrne just gives to... Well, Ramsdale's going to kick it long. There it goes, down the middle. Probably looking for Voltamada. It's right in his head. Voltamada wins the header, but nods on to no one in particular. And then back to the goalkeeper. Oh, for that, Brian. Spitting image, ain't he? 63% possession for Newcastle. 5 shots, 1 on target. That was the goal. 8 touches in the opponent's box. 4 shots for the Mackhams. 1 on target. 7 touches inside our box. So it's quite even. So on attack here with Bobby. Now into Siddiqui. And then further wide to Talby. Talby cuts inside. Ball looking for the middle. Looking for... well, this is dangerous, but of course it's dreadful. And Harvey Barnes is helping out. Back to Lewis Hall. Now Barnes. Now Joe Linton did well there. Joe Linton floats it to the far side where Trippier awaits and has all the bad space to go into. In fact, plays it for Alanga. Well, he's quick, but he ain't that quick. And Alderete got across the cover and played it into Hugh. Yeah, I think we should have... But Alanga's pace ain't the great pace I thought he was. Yeah, strange. Anyhow, Sunderland on attack again. They're coming into the game a little bit here. The 27 has, I don't know who he is. He's getting into a shoot position. Burns slid. Cross comes in from Taby. He's overhit that, I believe. No, Rig got kept it in, I think. No, he didn't. Goal kick. No, he didn't. He kept it in. No, he didn't. Goal kick. I was right first time. It's Trippier. Little chip ball to Elanga, takes down his chest. And now can run with the ball. Into Gordon. Left it for Elanga. Elanga did well, but touch took him away. And again, Alderete was on the cover. Joe Linton wins the ball back here for Newcastle. In fact, Elanga, that's a foul, referee. Played advantage. Joe Linton. Byrne. Strode into the Sunderland half. Now Hall. Barnes to his left. Here's Barnes. One-on-one with Gertruder. Cuts inside. Got Hall in support. Gives it to him. It goes back to Ramsey. Now Voltemada. Back to goal. Goes back to Ramsey again. Ramsey plays a square ball where he finds Kieran Trippier. Trippier back into Ramsey again, who left his man there and did well to get some space. Changes his direction, comes around the other way where Dan Burn waits. Lewis Hall makes a run, leaves space for Barnes to receive the ball. Gertrude has come up against him. Barnes gone on the outside this time and gets past him and is fouled, blatantly fouled. And that'll be a free kick. And Gertrude protects his innocence despite it being the most blatant free kick you will ever see. Auntie Gertie at number 30. And we're back to ref cam again. Wow, fantastic. Oh, there's a worm. Trippier and it may be Hall together here. It's going to be a little dinky in-swinger from Trippier. The lads have got to make sure they're on the side here. Hall's come away from it, so it's definitely Trippier with a little dinky in-swinger. We blast it along the ground and hopefully deflects into the net. It's going to be one of the two. Only one man in the wall, which is Taibi. And yeah, it's fucking awful. Overhit by about 10 yards in the wrong direction. Nothing good about that whatsoever. Goal kick to the Mackhams. So looking with the head up, force a burn, he calmly nods it to Hall. Hall lets the ball bounce in front of him and he can have a run at Gertrude now. Good ball, great winning off the ball from Gordon. Lots of space. Gordon trying to get in the box. Good tackle comes in from Xhaka. Will be a corner. There's Ryan Taylor in the crowd. Ryan Taylor, oh, the wall. I think he scored last time he won this fixture. There's Trippier's corner, coming in swinger, looking for Newcastle head. He's only found nobody. It was a good corner, actually. Keeper didn't get there. And all it needed was a nod in from the Newcastle player. And it would have been a goal, but no Newcastle player actually got near the ball. The keeper come for it, didn't get there. He was blocked by his own man. And had a Newcastle player had the urgency or the knowledge to get in where the ball was going, he'd have had a nod into the net. Here's Gertrude from the free goal kick. Forward he goes to... But he's playing advantage here where Bobby has it. Botman's all over him like a rash. But he's going to play the advantage again. It's Rigg. Rigg goes to far post where Trippier's coming too far inside. Alanga's come back to help, deflected and hoofed away by Dan Burn. They do look dangerous sometimes on the counter. I have to say. Here's Gertrude on this right wing here for Sunderland. Now Chris Rigg. Back to Gertrude and then back to Rigg, trying to find a little bit of space. Gertrude floats in, looking for Bobby. He nods it off, but it's Voltemade who steps in, but didn't clear it right. But Gordon can get in here. Xhaka has it, calmly keeps it. Here's Siddiqui. Further wide he goes, where Talby's waiting. 2 men in front of him. Elanga and Trippier. Diarra. It's cut out by Ramsey. Now Alanga. Ramsey back to Trippier, and now Ramsey again. Good play from Ramsey. Good play from Newcastle. Really good play from Newcastle, this. Great play. It's outstanding. Can Voltemada find the right pass? He's got Barnes going for the middle. Hall out left. Here's Hall. Edge of the area. Cross that cross. Corner ball. Great football from Newcastle. Brilliant play in the centre of the midfield there. With Voltemada, Gordon. Who else was involved in it? Ramsey. Yeah, really good stuff. Really good stuff. Out to Hall here on the left-hand side. He tried to bend it to the far post. There was cover there. Alderete. He's covered quite a bit, actually, today. And it's going to be a corner ball. I think Lewis Hall's disappointed with his cross there because Alanga was waiting if he could have got it past Alderete. Lewis Hall's going to take this corner ball, I think. Well, it's not a corner, it's a throw-in. Lewis Hall's having a chat with Malik Chow for some reason. Just stopping the game, have a little chat. Why not? Long throw coming in from Lewis Hall. It's a good one. Flicked on. Voltemada! Oh, nearly! Just got blocked. Voltemada volley on the turn. It was a great effort. Here's Lewis Hall again. Great throw-in from him. He has it under control. Tries to float it in. Comes off the 19. Diarra. And it will go out for a throw into Newcastle. I think Gertrude has saved the day from there. Great play from Voltemada. Gets the volley in and it's hit his shoulder. Yeah, had he got past him, I don't think the goal would have seen it. Here's Joe Linton. Now Hall, trying to get a cross in. Gets one in too. It's a great one. Header comes in. It's the post. Botman hits the post. What a fantastic cross onto Botman's head. Terrific leap, great header, and it's just glanced off the post. And I think we'll end up with a throw to Newcastle. Great cross from Hall yet again. Great leap, and it's just glanced the post. We have to penalty there. We're not going to get one because Anthony Taylor's not having it. Another throw into Newcastle. Didn't see what happened there because the cameras weren't on it. It was showing the replay. It may have been Dan Burn who got fouled. I think VAR looking at this. And Dan Burn's holding his ribs again. Now what happened here? Well, he's holding his arm, man. O'Nien's holding his arm. That's a penalty. And his shirt. Not given. Fuck off. Here's Alanga. Alanga decides not to play the ball to Voltemada. Gordon. Brilliant from Gordon. Alanga's in here. Has he got the pace? It's foul. That's a red. No, it's going to be yellow. Hume's got to get booked for that. Yeah, it is a yellow. I didn't say it was a handball. I said he had a hold of his hand and his shirt down. That's a terrible tackle, by the way, on Alanga. And Hume's getting a yellow for it. And for some reason, Alderete decided to get involved. I'll try and kick off. But Alanga, again, didn't quite have the pace to get through. I think if that had been Anthony Gordon, he was in. Xhaka and Joe Linton. Definitely the two power out. I think Joe Linton's getting booked. Brilliantly worked the gap for Alanga, but yeah, I mean, it's a blatant yellow. It's a shame that it weren't Gordon on the end of it. We're going to see that header again from Botman. Great cross from Hall. It's outstanding. It's a great leap from Botman. Keeper's beat and just whacks the post. Two minutes of added on time. Well, we've got four men around this ball. Ryan Taylor's, we see he was on there. This precise moment in time because this is perfect for him. So we've got Gordon, Hall, perfect for Hall. Trippier, of course, it'd be him taking it. Trippier needs to get away from the ball. Gordon, Trippier, Barnes, and Hall. Has to be Barnes. Has to be Hall. Has to be Hall. Perfect for Hall. Dan Byrne's going to go and stand in the way as well. He's a massive Botman and Byrne. This should be a fantastic effort. Please not Trippier. Looks like it could be Lewis Hall, actually. With that left foot wand of a ball Peggy's got. Please, Trippier, get out the fucking road. Oh! Straight in the air, Goldie's arms. What you had to get? Well, I don't know what he got involved for with his little touch. Didn't need it. Didn't need it. Anyway, here's Gertrude down the line. Dummy comes in. Great work from Ramsey to get back in front and defend. Really good. Ahead of Gertrude. Here's Botman. Give and take from Ramsey. And now Byrne. Hall. Back to Ramsdale. I think we're just trying to play the half out here. Botman. Trippier. Down the line for Alanga. Alanga's definitely fouled there. Ref gives it this time against Siddiqui. I believe that's half time, folks. Indeed it is. So, 1-0 to Newcastle at half time. Outstanding. Been a really good game. Possibly should be more than one above. We've hit the post. You know, we've had chances. They do look a little bit dangerous, but we're definitely the best side on the pitch, no doubt about that. I think we need to score another one or two just to make it more realistic to how the game's going. But they do look dangerous. Let's have a look and see what the Super Chat situation is like, and then we'll do a few comments. I don't think I need a wee, which is amazing. No, we're all up for Super Chat, so we'll do a few comments. Toon says Ramsey's been excellent. Very calming influence, isn't he? Yeah, Langa, again, I forgot his shot. Also, when he was clean through there. Yeah. Oh, Rick Little then reminds us we've got a half-time team talk coming. Yeah. Stephen Fox says Ramsey's been decent. Played well in the pockets of space and finding them. I agree with that. Yeah, he's been very mature. Very calm performance from Jacob Ramsey. Fantastic said fantastic so far. Becky says, I'm not sure how I feel about half-time anymore. Oh, dear. Lionheart Lost says we need the same energy in the second half. I agree. A lot of people saying about, oh, no, it's the half-time team talk. McAndy says, could have had a couple bottom off the post. Alanga could and should have finished his chance. Yeah, on his left foot. LG is getting an all-you-can-eat buffet. Nice one, mate. Hope you enjoy it. Connor says, I think Ramsey's starting to shine now. I agree. V Bandit says, Gertrude sounds like a chicken or a cow's name. It does. C15 rides 4 points off top 5 for win, yes. Yes, there we go then. So it was clearly a set play. Yes, we know it was, Dan, but it didn't need to be. It wasn't an indirect free kick. Look, I've been watching left-backs bang them in from there for years. Stuart Pearce used to score 15 a season doing that. And Stuart Pearce and Lewis Hall are very similar. Both got a wonderful left foot. Didn't need Trippier involved. Didn't need it. Didn't need it at all. It's a direct free kick. Absolutely. Kick it. Don't have any fucking back flicks. There you go. So it's half time. What we've got here. Gracie says, nice half. Should be 2-0 up. Alan says, I'm surprised how good Voldemort is doing it. Yeah, the mobility isn't an issue, is it? It's just some lovely little bits of lovely touches. It looks a real threat. I don't think anyone's been negative, Paul. I think everyone's quite happy with the 1-0 lead and the performance. Ramsey been superb, says Chris. Yeah, he has. Very calm and influence. We definitely need to get another, says Mike Elliott. goal early, second half. Come on, the Toon. Chris had to miss the goal because he had to go for number 2. What a time, eh? What a time. Sean says we need a second. I don't trust our defence to keep a clean sheet. Not a bad first half. Yes. Oh, dear me. Joel says the goal was meant not just capitalise on blunder. False touch and the finish were both meant. Yeah. And Gordon's little shimmy past O'Nien because O'Nien thought he was going to shoot again to go past him in the box. So, yeah, it was a great goal. What else we got? Jack says we need to keep the pressure on. We've got them rattled. Loki says the ref is a disgrace. I will agree with you. He's been bloody awful first half. Brain says Gordon superb half. Work rate's been phenomenal. Yep. Ruslan Sheikh says overall no complaints. I think that's fair. Hus's ambition. Nick's doing well, to be fair. I agree with that too. Kevin's gone for a week. Thank you very much. Oh, you want me to go for a week? Yeah, might be time to go for one. But in the meantime, I'll keep reading. Can I last out another hour? Maybe an hour and 10. Probably be all right. Big Nick's been excellent so far. Can see him making another goal. Want to see him scoring. Magpie 50's been very well, putting himself about. Yes, I agree. Maybe should have scored, but there we go. Mr. Judge Benny Hinn says you're doing great, Benny. Thank you. James Mann, we need to test his keeper with shots outside the box. TW says Eddie don't give team talk, especially Stanley Unwin Whoosh. NUFC ties says Paul will be enjoying it. He will. No, I want to see Barnes get more involved. Me too. Me too. Afternoon to Emma. Dogwater, come on the boys. Paulie Max says Big Nick's playing one midfield. These are now. Let's get a couple more. Chris with a fantastic point. We need a set piece specialist in the summer. Couldn't agree more. Let's go and sign James Ward-Prowse. Incidentally, the rumours around Coventry are, I don't know if you do know, but I'm a great believer in players always give you shit when you play against them. And Ross Barkley always gives us shit, apart from the last cup tie. But when he was at Luton, always performs against us. And there's rumours are that Coventry City are going to buy him for next season. Don't want them to be a Luton. Fuck that. It's never the end of it. Alan Blaylock says back to incredibly slow play out from the back. Surely they can get up for this game. Don't know what you mean, mate. I think we're just trying to pull them out of position, to be honest. Rinchin says, can Bruno give the half-time talk instead of Eddie? Al Dizzle says, need Gordon in the game more. Well, it's not for the lack of effort, is it? He's pressed every single ball that's been around him. Big Tank says he hasn't been confident with Anthony. That's a super chat, by the way. Thank you, Big Tank. And he means Taylor, not Gordon. Keith Truscott, member for 42 months. Getting caught on a break. Need to watch that. Hopefully we'll come up the second half. Do think there's another goal in us. Yes. Harry Wilson and freezer, no brainer. I agree with that. I was saying that started of the night, on a free. Fills that right wing. Excellent player. I agree with that. Voltamar has been really good, says Shana. But we need a second goal. Botman looks dodgy at the back against Brobbery. Robbie. I know what you mean. And Burn is just Burn. Burn is very capable of going on a wonder, leaving massive gaps. He does get caught up by the atmosphere and the emotion, doesn't he, Dan? And I've seen him left wing, right centre back, left centre back. He does tend to follow the ball, sometimes to his detriment, but sometimes to his benefit. But yeah. Alex Patient says trips to Langer not working. Should have been a pen on Burn. Sure, an arm being pulled. Well, I thought so, but apparently Burn was at it as well. Kevin says Billy's the best man. If you want realness and honest opinions with the correct wording, this is the place to be. You know what, Kev? I couldn't have wrote that advert myself, mate. That's brilliant. Thank you. Everyone's saying about Ramsey how great he's been. Toon says Voldemort is playing further up. And you know what else, which has really impressed me, is Ramsdale's accuracy at goal kicks and hitting Voldemort virtually every time. And Voldemort has won a few of them as well, you know. So I've enjoyed that. Christopher Hughes says Bobby is an absolute handful. Yeah, I agree with that too. He's very dangerous. Rastin says Voldemort link-ups are good in the eyes. Yeah, some lovely stuff being played at times. Robert hopes not another drama like Barcelona. Yes, I think that's a fair thing to say. NZ side is nice and we need to up the tempo. Maybe. NJ, the Magpie game, says West Ham will win and Nottingham Forest will beat Tottenham. Tottenham will be relegated. Christine, all brilliant as usual. Couldn't agree more. Ian A said Eddie is turning Volkswagen into a good midfielder. You wouldn't want him playing every week, would you? Because certain clubs would definitely benefit from him playing in midfield. It just seems that Sunderland aren't one of them, fortunately for us. But his touches on the ball, some of them are just outrageous. Hippie says it's been a good first half. Played really well considering the amount we've played lately. Sunderland do look up for it, so we need to be on the ball. Yeah, I think you're right. Nathaniel's E79J9G says, please can you shout me out? There you go. Just done it. Jason Clement says the whole team are looking tuned up. Carl Jerome says, let's hope no injuries. The save for Ramsdale says Dan Kane was excellent. Crucial one, yeah. Because he was just curved in that top corner, wasn't it? Davey Verse, he's been a member for 14 months. In Vegas, it's 5 in the morning, watching via a Spanish sports bar. Spanish commentators, least I have ability to explain what they're saying in my earphone. You do indeed, mate. You do indeed. What we've got here, house team talk better be better than usual. Dogwater makes a good point. They need to get a Hume on the yellow. Yes, I agree with that. We can get a Lang on it, running at him. Corby Swift says Gordon's been outstanding. I agree. Dark Side of the Moon says I hope they'll come out as positive after house team talk. I think even if he did give a really negative one, I think the crowd would just negate it anyway. The crowd are not going to accept just sitting back. Where's the Billy Bob t-shirts for me and the dog? Need one for him. A t-shirt for a dog. Apparently the other day, Paul was saying that some famous people have ordered them. There's the King in his Billy Bob t-shirt. Here's the Gallagher brothers in theirs. Top sorted man for it and all that. Carry on. Absolutely. Yeah, so all the stars have been buying them. If you believe that, you'll believe any old shite. There you go. Isn't it the same ref that did the Villa game? No, it's not. That was that Peter Banks? It weren't Taylor. No. Taylor did the Spurs game and he was really good. Dr. Rox is off for a Tom Tit. George Boyle says we need to create and score our own goals rather than Blunderland's mistakes. The Bandit says Hall, Barnes, Gordon, and Big Nick have been outclassed to watch. Will 2 says Ilanga, Ramsey, and Volta Messi all solid, nice to see. Ronald Turnbull says his ref cam meant to stop the ref cheating. Well, if it is, it ain't working. I mean, who wants to see that? It's fucking rubbish. They had it only once when he was looking at the fucking grass and you could see fucking worms and used condoms and all sorts. You obviously couldn't. I'm exaggerating there. Yeah, who wants to see that nonsense? Certainly not me. Shana says, I want to see us actually aiming for Volta on the corner instead of going for Burn every single corner. Also, put someone on near and back post. I agree with that. Shana, that's a great point. Even for the fact that the defence don't know where it's going. Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that. Paul N says, dodgy Sunderland keeper. He's dodgy as hell. Paul Spence, Nick Hall, Alanga, all terrific so far. Long may it continue. Gaff House says it's the best he's seen. Volta in that midfield position. Leonardo says, big Nick for Germany. He has great support around him. First, he has to support the other players. Different mindset, but he's looked at it today. I'd like him to score, if I'm perfectly honest. T-Pose 9852 says, get tripped off set pieces and charge there. Keep them all. Yep. Jordy Boy says, if anyone thinks getting rid of Big Nick, you're off your head. Pont Magda, they're better off nipping out for a smoke than listening to any half-time motivational notes. Martin William Michael says, if he brings Pope on, we could get beat. Yeah. I'm under none of us should be under any illusions. We've got to maintain what we've done in that first half. If we drop our intensity, if we drop our technicality, and if we allow them to kind of get in behind us, this game ain't won yet by a long chalk. The players are out for the second half, incidentally. And I need to get on the clock. Might freeze for a second or two, folks, but you'll still be able to hear me. We're off. And already that was a very quick kind of thing, wasn't it? Ball is behind, I believe. It was at the throw in Sunderland. That's behind for Sunderland goal kick. Scott says this game would suit Asula. Right, I will. I'll clear all the budgie debris and all that. Anyhow, the press looks like it's going to be on, and back to the keeper it goes. Gordon's, well, he went in the wrong direction this time, and the keeper got rid of it. Joe Linton chests it down. Foul from Bobby. Ref didn't give it, and Sunderland come away with it. Bobby again. Alanga trying to get goal side him, can't do so. Talby has it. Trippier stands off him, allows Joe Linton to step in front. Here's Siddiqui. Now it's Diarra. I don't know if there's been any changes made, but the ball is currently with the 27, whoever he may be, Siddiqui. 19's Diarra, right, we know now. Gertrude on the far side, yes. Gertrude up, running at Barnes. Just going to lay it for Rigg. Rigg's going to try and bend one in. It's a good cross. Botman has to win that, doesn't do so. And Ramsey clears it. Looked a bit iffy there, I have to say. Good start in the second half from Sunderland, it has to be said. And we looked a bit at 6s and 7s there. Bobby's a definite threat. Here's their long ball, long throwing Merchant. Luke Onion. In he goes, looking for Sunderland head. Only finds the head of Dan Burn. And this looks like it's going to be another long throwing because it's gone just next to the corner flag. Alderete's in there. Hume's in there. Of course, all our big men are there also. Rigg's trying to get some space away from Ramsey. Header from Joe Litton's a decisive one. Xhaka plays it back wide for Onion. Up against Voltemada. Voltemada's not having any of it, and Onion has to go back. Now Onion gets his cross in. Header away from Botman. And Talby plays it back to Gertrudo, who goes past Gordon. Almost went past Ramsey. Voltemada's still out there. Byrne gets his foot to it. And Voltemada keeps it in. Needs to get... Not there, Nick. Oh, well, it's a goal kick, but he was playing a bit silly buggers on the goal line there. Jimmy Barber, the $14.99 Australian dollar super chat, just had an amazing kangaroo corner and expecting lift after late frustration from Sunderland's yellow card. More of the first half and no second half throwaways, please, lads. And of course, Sky put the little thing up. Points from losing positions. Aston Villa top of that table with 19. Sunderland is second with 16. So they're like a comeback by all accounts. Long ball looking for the run of Rigg, but it only falls to Hall. Hall has it. Foul that, referee. Oh, Taylor didn't give it anyway. Anyway, Bobby made one off the ball. Ballers with Siddiqui. Great tackle. Ramsey. Brilliant tackle, that. Still has it also. Looking for a pass. He's got Barnes going through the middle now. Gives it Gordon instead. Gordon now gives it Barnes. Barnes on the edge of the area. Try to give it back to Gordon. Just hit it behind him and Granit Xhaka cleaned up. The Macron player down. I think it's Siddiqui. Holding his shin back to his feet. And he's hobbling back to get in defence. Here's Siddiqui. That's a great tackle from Ramsey, that. Possibly was a foul. Here's Botman. And now Dan Burn. Ball. Looking for Volkswagen. This time the flick doesn't work. And he's back flicked it into touch. Gertrude with the throw in. Into Alderete. No pressure on him. And he comes square where Hume is. Hume floats one in, looking for Bobby. Botman gets there. Burn covers. And gets fouled in the process. Well, it's Botman that's injured, in fact. That makes a change, doesn't it? And he's got his hands up to his face. This could be a bad one. Okay, now. Well, it's his head injury. He's been kicked in the face. Yeah, maybe Sven will have to come off here with the protocols of concussion. Malik Chow certainly on the warm up. He's talking anyway, Sven. No, there's no tongue swallowing or anything like that. Yeah, Sandro Tonali in the crowd with his jet black hair. I mean, Sven's still down. He's just currently now getting to his feet while he's sat up. I mean, he's got basically Bobby's whacked him in the face with his boots. There's nothing in it, I don't think. Granit Xhaka now telling the ref how to do his job. He looks very, very, very knocked out, Sven Botman. Very, very concussed. He's going to have to come off. Any doubt at all, he'll have to come off. Fabian Schär there in the stands also, with his not jet black hair. Very much a bit of Viking blonde in there. But he's not far away from the playing surface also. Looking very James Bondy. Anyway, Botman is walking off the pitch. And Malik Chow does enter the fray. Let's hope he's a bit more not tired and mistake prone than he was the other day. Now, there's some sort of conflict going on there between the Sunderland players, the Sunderland coach, Regis Debris, and the referee. And Jason Tyndall's also involved. And what's going on here? He's kicked him in the face. It's start with a drop ball. That's all there is to it. Well, this is ridiculous. I don't know what's going on here, folks. He's got officials down now. I mean, we all know the rules. When there's a concussion, that doesn't count as a 5, but why were the Sunderland players getting involved? That's fucking nonsense. Play's about to start now. I mean, I think it was about 5 minutes, wasn't it? Unless there's something going on in the stand. Yeah, maybe there's an issue in the stand. Anyway, game is about to restart. And all the players look in jovial moods. I mean, Voltemada and O'Neill were laughing together as they went back into their positions. And now Ramsdale restarts the game. Long kick. Gertrude nods it away. Hall nods it down. Here's Barnes in the box. Tries to turn past. Will it fall for us? Might do. Did, but the ref gave a free kick. I don't know what for. It went wide anyway. Yeah, it's second half hasn't really kicked off as yet, properly, you know what I mean? Charles beaten in the air by Brobby, it's foul to Talby against Trippier. Feeds it across to Rigg. Rigg gets a shot in, good save, Ramsdale. Corner ball. Good chance that, but Ramsdale was strong at his near post there. And parried it wide for a corner. But again, Sunderland looking dangerous. Chris Rigg's got a brace on his teeth. That's how young he is. Christ. Plenty of movement. The Sunderland players. Curveball comes in. Ramsdale gets a poor fist to it. Oh, how's he missed from there? One apiece. Talby. Oh, fuck off. Again, shit defending from a fucking corner. How many more times? Second half team talks. Second half team talks. I mean, again, dreadful defending. It's a really shit punch from Ramsdale, I have to say. Let's have a look. Is there anything here we can rule it out for? It's a good in-swinging corner. Ramsdale's terrible punch. Maybe Bobby did handball it. Let's have a look. If it is Bobby, that is. No, it's not Bobby. It's the 19. Did he handball it? Is it Diarra? I'm not sure he did. I think it's a goal. But they're all standing watching Talby knock into an empty net. That's shocking defending. And the goal's given, of course. So there you go. God. Here's Voltemada. The ref gives an offside there. And now Sunderland have a free kick, level with the centre circle. And I'm just waiting for Newcastle to come out of the dressing rooms because we've been dreadful so far second half. Floated in, looking for a Sunderland head. Burn wins it. It's fallen to the 32, but we get a free kick. Well, we need to step up something here because Anthony Taylor wouldn't have to take the free kick from 3 fucking inches away from where we took it. Joe Willock's about to come on. Here's Burn. Hall. Burn again. Floated down the line. Looking for Barnes in the area. He's well beaten by Gertrude. A good ball in from Ramsey. Voltemada's fouled. Wins a free kick. Foul by Xhaka. Who, of course, disagrees. Here's Chow. And now Trippier. Looking for the win of Alanga. Alanga takes it down lovely. He was a bit unfortunate there. Aldereti's just blasted that anywhere. And Joe Linton's gotten away with it and put it out for throwing. Here's Jacob Murphy coming on. And Joe Willock. And I can only imagine it's for Alanga and Voltemada, but the change hasn't been made yet. Because Alanga has the ball. Terrible pass from him, looking for Ramsey, got nowhere near him. Cut out by Siddiqui. Joe Linton then wins the ball back, but again it falls for Sunderland. But again, Gordon has it now. Goes past one, but great defending from. You got to give him credit there. Did well to get back there, Siddiqui, and took the ball off Anthony Gordon just as he was about to get into full flight. Good header from Joe Linton. Here's Alanga, got to be strong there. Fouled. Free kicks to Newcastle United, and I do wonder whether that will be the sign for the changes to come on the hour mark. No, still not making them. Obviously wants to take the aerial threat of Voltemada for this free kick. Trippy's asking if he wants to do it now, but clearly not. Lewis Hall's come across to help with the free kick. Anyway, I think it's going to be Hall's going to bend it in towards the penalty area. Trippy takes it, looking for a Newcastle head. Finds Gertrude. His header ain't great, but it does fall for the 32, who clicks it down the line. Trippy's got to make this, and does, and plays it back to Ramsdale. Here's Hall on the complete wrong side of the pitch for him. Terrible pass from him. Falls in for Siddiqui here. And he's getting himself forward quickly. Now Brobby. Back he goes then to Xhaka. Xhaka's going to have a crack from distance. And, of course, that was close. It dipped at the end. I thought it was an awful shot. And it dipped right at the end and just went over the bar. I think they're going to get a corner for it. Must have been deflected. No one went towards him. No one went to approach him at all. It dipped right at the very end and it landed on top of the net. That's how it came off Ramsey. But Sunderland on top at the minute. No doubt about it. And let's not forget the last corner they scored from. So, again, it's zonal marking. There's no man-to-man. Chow's playing man-to-man, but Burn isn't. And he's the one you want man marking. In comes across. In the end, it's towards Ramsdale. Burn heads it away. There was no shot for the keeper. Really poor header from Barnes. Gordon did almost well to win some of it. Sunderland somehow managed to win it back with Alderete. And he's lost out. And Ramsey couldn't make the pass. But, oh... If Gordon had carried on winning, then he'd have been through almost. Yeah, very slack at the minute. Burns should win this one. Yeah, it does do, but it's not a great header. But it does fall for Voltemada. Voltemada wins it and plays it wide for Alanga. He goes back to Trippier. He has Joe Linton support. Goes backwards instead. And once again, we're playing, dare I say, a little bit negatively. since the half-time whistle. Here's Hall. Barnes. Ramsey. Barnes, and now Hall again. Here's Byrne. Trippier, terrible from him. Hume intercepts. Well played, Chow. Brilliant bit of play from him to intercept. And play a nice ball too. Here's Voltemada. Now to Hall. And now to Barnes. Barnes running up against Gertrude. He's got Hall in the overlap. Barnes is tackled. Will be a throw to Newcastle United. And I think we're going to see these changes now. In fact, Livermento's about to come on also. So 3 changes for Newcastle. Murphy, which will be for Alanga. Willock, which I imagine will be for Voltemada. But I guess that personally could be for Gordon, for Barnes. No, it's Voltemada. Again, not going to get a chance up front. And Trippier for Livermento. And the captain's armband gets relayed back to Big Dad Byrne. I would have been against bringing Barnes off there and putting Voltemada through the middle and playing Gordon out left. I really wouldn't have. I think it's... I think you've got to be a little bit more imaginative sometimes. You know? I think just like for likes, sometimes it works, but... Livermento plays down the line for Murphy. Should have given him back, didn't. Lost out to Talbot. Wins the ball nicely. Murphy, it's a dreadful ball in the middle, straight to a Sunderland player. Bodmer did well to get on the end of that, though. And now it's with Ramsey. Now Joe Linton, a little bit of space. Tries to play for Gordon. Falls on Murphy. Murphy tries a shot. Good save. Good effort from Murphy, that. Had some power behind it with his right foot. And although it wasn't too far away from the keeper, he did well to get a hand to it. And put it went straight at him, really. Corner ball. Anthony Gordon's going to have to take the corner. Taking it short. There's Livermento. I might have a go from distance off a Sunderland boot and will go into the arms of Alberg and will be shite. Alberg clears it. Chow wins the ball in the air. Willock. Got Murphy down the line if he wants him. Good ball from Willock. Now Murphy. Murphy tries a cross. A great cross! Great defending header, though. And the refs give a goal kick. Free kick. Good header that from O'Neill, but ref give a free kick anyway. Pushing the back, but it's a great cross from Murphy, that. Foul from Barnes. I'm not sure there's much in that, to be honest, but the refs give a free kick as soon as he could. Is it me, folks, or has Barnes been really disappointing today? Really disappointing. Joe Linton checks it down, takes it down and floats it to Hall. Good ball. But he has Barnes in front of him. Here's Barnes. Robbed again by Gertrude. Too easy, that. And Sunderland on the counter. And it's with Gertrude, who's carried on his run without any kind of run back from Barnes. Cross comes in. Chiao wins it in the air. That's a terrible header. Barnes stood there and watched while Xhaka took it off him. Get him off now, for fuck's sake. Cross comes in, looking for Bobby. Oh, it's fell for... Great save, Ramsdale. We're at 6s and 7s here. Foul on Hall. We'll win a free kick, but we'll have to get Barnes off. Just really lazy play from him. The poor clearance from Chalba, great save from Ramsdale from the shot from Diarra. But they're on top of the minute. Murphy, Gordon, Joe Linton, Ramsey. Good play this from Newcastle. Now Willock. And now Hall, far side of the pitch. Hall gets a cross in, looking for a Newcastle head. Ain't going to get one. We'll end up being a throwing down here. Hall's got a bit of a limp. He's limping a little bit. And then Livramento, whose last week's long throws were nothing short of shite. But he's going to do a long throw again. How far can he throw this time? Well, that's a push, referee. That's the most blatant push I've ever seen. Shot comes in, deflected. Just wide. I want a penalty for that. Dunburn was pushed over in the box, man. The most blatant push you will ever see, and the ref's not seen it. Let's have a look here. That's a penalty. That is a penalty kick. That's a penalty kick, and VAR, fucking bollocks, that is. That is the most blatant shove in the back you will ever see. Fuck off. I think VAR are talking to Anthony Taylor about it, but it doesn't look like anything's happening with it. Fucking nonsense decision. Lewis Hall with his corner. And it was nearly deflected in as well. Here's Hall. Trying to find the Newcastle head. Found one! Keeper got back just in time. And it's going to be another corner. Oh, the refs give a goal kick. Oh, free kick. Fuck off, Taylor. Fucking wanker. Fucking stroker. No foul on him there. There was no foul on the keeper there whatsoever. It's just feeble goalkeeping. Fucking Taylor, you a wanker. Yes, I was calling him a good ref of the night. He's been absolutely fucking awful today. Worse than shit. Here's Bobby in the box. Good defending from Chow, and Ramsdale comes up and cleans up. And we'll bowl it out for Joe Willock, I would imagine. Now gives us Ramsey instead. Ramsey on the front foot to Hall. Now Willock on that left side. And Willock's, well, he's kicked it into touch. What's a... Now Jacques is starting to dominate the game a little bit. Here's Talby down this left-hand side for Sunderland. Back he goes to Hume. Got Joe Linton in his case. Pressure coming in here from Barnes. The bypassed Hall and there's no one in behind him. So Willock has to get back now. And doesn't make the tackle. It's so 9, I think. Got to be strong there, Bobby. Good defending, Chow. It's an awful header from Willock as well. And Hall clears it. But only as far as Diarra. Cross comes in. And Livramento nods it out for a corner. Fucking dreadful, this. Absolutely dreadful. They can't get up for a game like this. The fucking lot should be gone. That's really good defending from Malik Chow, to be fair to him. Oh, Malcolm's all sense of victory here. No doubt they will. Because we've been absolutely dreadful second half again. Absolutely dreadful. Hume with the corner. That's an in-swinger. Far post. Joe Linton wins it, but can he nod it back? Here's Diarra. Gertrude. I might have a go from distance here. Doesn't do so. Tries to beat the player. Plays it wide. In comes across from Hume, and that's volleyed clear by Willock, I believe it was. The keeper's come out to collect it. Gordon's on his case. Gives it to Gertrude. No, it's not Gertrude. That's Siddiqui, and that's an overhit pass. Straight into the arms of Ramsdale, who then quickly gets it out to Hall. Ramsey, now Joe Linton. And now Murphy's come inside. Joe Linton. Great play from him to get away from Talby. Brilliant play from Joe Linton. Ball in for Gordon. Wide then to Willock. It's good football, this Newcastle. Got a bit stale now since Joe Linton got it, since Joe Willett got it. Here's Ramsey trying to get past one. Plays it wide for Murphy. Murphy into Joe Linton. Now wide here for Livramento. Trying to create the space to get the cross in. Here's Livramento, one-on-one. Goes to the byline, tries to get a cross in. Good defender from Hume. Will be a corner. Thank you, Kevin. Very kind compliment my clock. Willisula is about to come on. Ball comes in. Let's go! And it's Malik Chow! Get the fuck in there! Oh! A corner goal for Newcastle United. Let's have Granny singing her little tits off to celebrate that. Tsunami! The fucking ref disallowed it, I think. Oh, there's no offside player sitting in front of the keeper. I think it's Murphy. Is it Murphy? It might be Byrne. I don't know. Can't see. But the ball's in for the referee and gets to it, but it's offside and it's been disallowed. Of course it fucking has. Piss off. Well, any decision that fucking could go against us today has done. Harvey Barnes is making way for Willisula. Willisula's coming on and praying to God as he walks on the pitch. Fuck off. It's a kick in the arse, isn't it? Here's Ramsdale. But that should give us a bit of encouragement to fucking go for it. Come on, lads. We're playing against our local rivals at home. Let's have a bit of urgency about things, eh? Long ball over the top, looking for the win of Gordon. Gertrude will get that. Gordon picks up the rebound now and plays it to Hall, who just lets the ball go past him. Poor from Hall, that. And now Sunderland on the attack with Bobby. Switches around to the side. That's a good play for Bobby, that. Xhaka plays it for Talby, who's up against Livramento. Murphy comes back to help. Livramento doesn't need it. Clearance from Malik Chow, straight into touch. Yeah, Suna's gone up through the middle and Anthony Gordon out to left wing. Well, O'Nine's come to take the throne, but he's getting horrific pelters from the crowd behind him. And then long ball into the middle. Byrne will get that. Nods it away. Here's a Sula. Sula to Livramento. And you've got to say, great desire from the Sunderland player to get in front of that and block it for throw-in. Here's Ramsdale. And now wide, where Dan Byrne receives it. Joe Linton's available. Take your time, mate. Yeah, it's only a fucking local derby, but we're not winning. Fuck's sake. Here's Livramento. Back to Chow. And then back to Ramsdale again. Byrne. Long ball through the middle, looking for the run of a Sula, but well defended by Alderete. But they could lose this. And this might be a corner ball. No, he kept it in. But Livramento will also receive the clearance. And this is a good chance for Newcastle. Now it's 6 and 7s here. Gordon. Joe Linton. Joe Linton tried a shot, which was very optimistic. But again, Sunderland having trouble clearing it. In the end, they do. But it's to nobody. Now it's Byrne. Newcastle's starting to get on top again here. More down to the shitness of Sunderland at the back than anything else. Here's Byrne. Back to Ramsdale. Chow. Livramento comes inside and loses it straight away. Really poor from him. Well stepped in from Joe Linton. Brilliant from Joe Linton to beat Xhaka to the ball. Murphy, the ball to the far post where Gordon's in here. He can get the ball under control. Up against Gertrude. Gordon blasts it over the bar. Ball just wouldn't come down from him. He stepped inside Gertrude. He had only odds for one thing. He didn't have a pass on, to be fair to him. But he's got underneath it and it's, well, into the gully gate. Press comes on from Murphy, but it's cleared from Alberg. Bobby beats Byrne in the air and has gone for the return and has gone for pace, but Ramsdale is alive to that. Comes out and gets his boot behind it and clears it for a throw in. Well, clearance was basically hoofed to the Sunderland goalkeeper, who takes it down his chest, rolls it out calmly to Alderete. Alderete, ball through there, 32, picks up. Ball looking for the run of Rigg. Will Rigg keep it in? He just keep it in. Lewis Hall's over there monitoring him. Cross from Rigg. Bobby take it down. Oh, it's a good play from Bobby, that. And we're in trouble here! Murphy saved the day with it's a terrible clearance. Luckily, the Sunderland players tackled each other. Joe Linton with a nod forward. Little flick from Murphy. Oh, referee! Yellow card for that one. Foul by Alderete on Sula. I mean, they had a really good chance there, but in the end, Xhaka and I think it was Hume tackled each other. Otherwise, we're in deep doo-doo. But Alderete took one for the team there, took Sula out, and took the yellow card for it. Enzo Lefay's about to come on. And if he heads it, the ball will need washing for about 3 years to get the grease out of it. Christ almighty. Long ball through from Ramsdale, looking for Newcastle head. Byrne does get a stick to it. This one for, oh, great defending. Great defending from the Mackham there, whoever it may be. They get a free kick. Well, he's made one. He's made 4. He's got another sub to make if he wants to make one. I mean, I can't see it personally. Burned it through the air. Foul really poorly there. Hall with a long hoof looking for a Sula. 09 gets there. Willock needs to make that one. Does make it. Murphy shit out of it. It's Hume. Good challenge coming in from Willock. Murphy, for fuck's sake! Well played from Chow. Here's Joe Linton. Joe Linton's robbed. That's ball from him. And now we're in trouble, Bobby. Byrne showing him the outside. Back to Siddiqui. Shoots. Blocked by Hall. And we look at 6s and 7s when we're defending. That was a Sula defending in his own area. Ball straight through. There's no midfield. It's Talibi. Blasts it into the fucking Leeds end. Shite. Absolute shite. Here comes Lefane. He's coming on for the 19. Well, I think it's Diarra. So I think that's an attacking sub. I'm not sure. I don't know what Diarra is like. And now the Malcolms clapping, and they get more volume from most from clapping because they've got more fingers, of course. Habib Diarra off, and Enzo Lefay is on. Lefay. Pepe Le Pew. Different kind of attack from Enzo Lefay. He's more of a technical player, isn't he? There's no physicality in him, but he's quite technical. But he's gone to join Bobby up front, that's for certain. And Ramsdale was taking an ace to take this goal kick. Just fucking kick it long. Probably his worst one of the day, but as soon as he does get there, but he's pushed off the ball. Ref allows it, but Sula wins it back. Well played. As soon as on the run here, could play Gordon in on the far side. Didn't see him until really late. Instead he gives it to Willock. Willock in the box. Back to Gordon. Cuts inside one. Gordon's going to have another go, and again it's over the bar. Same shot as last time. Good play from Sula and Willock. Again, Gordon, very selfish there. Probably should have put Murphy in. I only had eyes for one thing, and again, it was too high. And it was too central as well. I mean, if it had been low, it would have been straight to the goalkeeper. So, not great from AG there. Elbow kicks it. Long clearance. Match stats, 15 shots apiece. They've had more on target than us. They've had more touches in the opposing box than us. We have the possession statistic 1. Here's Gordon now going up against Gertruda. Goes past him. Gets the line. Crosses. Great cross. Good header away from Noyen. And it will be a throw-in. That's what we want Gordon doing. Going past the fucking fullback. Hall. That's poor from him. And Sunderland clear it. Out of touch. Looks like Johan Visser's about to come on. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get. It's going to have to be for Gordon, but who goes left wing? Anyhow, they're on the attack here, and they're through. Joe Linton's back covering, luckily for us. So more players can get back, and they do. O'Nien to Alderete. Ball looking. Well, it's in behind us. Is that foul? No, it isn't. Goal kicks for Newcastle. Trey Hume wanted a free kick, didn't get one. It might be Gordon coming off for Visser, and I think it might mean Asula goes to the left wing. Or it might mean Murphy goes to the left wing, and, well, Wisser's sitting down again. Freddie House to get another 10 minutes fucking chatting to him. Ramsdale with a long clearance down the field, looking for Asula. Goes behind him. Now it's Chow against Bobby. Bobby's backing in there. Joe Lynn gets in front of him, wins the ball, does well. Then loses it. Cross Joe. Now it's Talby up against Livramento, 1-on-1. Talby tries to get to the byline, can't do so. Livramento 6 foot out. Corner ball, Sunderland. There'll be a lot of injury time here, by the way. What do you mean the score? It's 1 each in Knobhead. Lots of, I've got to say, confused faces in the Newcastle ends. It's a corner for Sunderland, and this again, they scored from the one earlier. Zona Markins on play again. Good head from Byrne, and he gets a free kick. Whistle for Gordon. Whistle for Gordon. Now, we'll be interested to see how we go now. Will Asula comes to the right wing? Now I think he's gone to the left. But at the precise moment in time, it's Lewis Hall on the back foot and Sunderland on the attack. It's Lefay. He goes backwards. Pressing it. Oh, Whistle almost won that, but didn't. Sunderland get away from the press quite convincingly in the end with Talby and now up against Chow. Steps inside Chow. Chow gets a nice boot in. Willock. Murphy. Back to Willock. Well, that's absolutely dog shit from Willock. Straight to the Sunderland fullback. Now it's Shaka. It will be quite a bit of added on time, and we might need it here because they're on the attack. Sunderland. Ball through for Lefay. Pushed him a bit wide. Bobby scores. Bobby scores. Absolute disgraceful defending. God, fucking. Yeah, that's what I can say about it. It was awful. They've wanted it more than the second half. Sixth and seventh at the back. Lefay, I mean, how can he be unmarked, right? Stood by the goalkeeper. There's 4 defenders around him and he's on his own. Even then he nearly missed it. I mean, Ramsdale made a miraculous save. The ball fell back to him and they all watched him tap it into an empty net. I have no words. I have no words. That is absolutely disgraceful defending. Honestly, I have no words. All from the pass from Joe Willock that put them on the counter. It was dreadful from Willock. It was dreadful from everything else. The defending after that was awful. Standing watching a bloke in the 6-yard box, unmarked, missed the first chance from 2 yards out, and then stand and watch him again tap into an empty net. And now, of course, the attackers come off and the defenders come on for Sunderland. Of course it does. It hasn't told me how long they've got of added on time, but we haven't played for the 90th minute, so it's going to be quite a lot. Talby's off, and I think Bobby's off as well. How long have we got added? Can you tell us? Any chance of a clue? The game must be started. Dan Burn with a hoof. 7 minutes, which I think is nonsense. We haven't played for 2 minutes there. We didn't play for 5 minutes earlier enough, and Bonk was concussed. Anyway, borders with Livramento, who really didn't cover himself in glory for that goal. Foul from Alderete on Asula. Yellow card coming here for the Sunderland attacker, stopping us from taking a quick free kick. And Siddiqui gets the yellow card. Livramento with a really poor cross. Murphy steps in and wins it though. Plays it wide. where Lewis Hall has it. Now Ramsey. Poor pass from him to Joe Linton. Behind him. Joe Linton does get it. Now Livramento, who's fouled. That's his second, ain't it, Gertrude? Clearly not. Free kick, it's very central. Lewis Hall is over it. Probably a little bit too far out for his shot. There are empty seats already. Yep, there's quite a few empty seats. And Mike, he's about 30 yards. He's had a go, deflected, parried wide, it'll be a corner. Jacob Murphy's going to cross to take this corner. Last 10 meetings in the league since 2012, 7 wins for Sunderland and 3 draws. That tells a massive story. Anyhow, here comes a corner from Murphy, trying to find a Newcastle head. Finds only the head of, I think it was O'Nien. Livramento for Hall. Hall floats in looking for Visser. Visser doesn't get there. Joe Linton takes down his chest and loses the ball. Really poorly. Joe Linton does, for his credit, win the ball back. Here's Ramsey with a bit of urgency. Hall goes back to Ramsdale. This has got to go long, surely. He's looking for someone short, but he's going long now. Dan Burns playing as an auxiliary striker now, by the way. Here's Livramento. Chow. Livramento. Visser. Normo's got it under control in the box, but didn't do it. Hall. And now Chow. Livramento for Murphy. Murphy loses the ball. Joe Linton will recover it. Ramsey almost didn't control. That's a terrible tackle. We have played the advantage. Sula. Sula crosses it in, looking for Byrne. Nowhere near him. Going to be a goal kick. Enzo Lefebvre takes a piss out of Dan Byrne. Laughed at him as he ran away. Oh. Well, 20 seconds to the 7, but I think we're going to have another couple here. Because we didn't restart until 92 minutes, so there's going to be another couple of minutes. Header from Joe Linton. Ramsey up in the air against Xhaka, but it's 4 for Joe Linton. Now Hall with a little bit of space to run into. As soon as Willie, you've got to get down the line for him there, mate. Ramsey gets fouled. Ramsdale comes to take the goal kick, the free kick, sorry. In it goes, floated, looking for that of Byrne. Byrne gets a flick onto it. They're not going to fall for so. It does. Oh, what a challenge right at the very end there. Took it off Joe Willock's foot as he was about to blast into the net. Christ. Anyway, counter-attack now. Livramento has to make the challenge. Wisser's the one back. It's gone past Livramento. Wisser makes the tackle. Brilliant. Here's Hall. Now Ramsey. You need to get the ball forward, lads. Fucking doing little twizzles. Livramento has been nothing short of diabolical since come on. He gets fouled. Yellow card for the 17, whoever that may be. Ronaldo. Cross comes in. It's a dreadful cross from Murphy. Dreadful. And it's just hoofed out of play. Livramento comes to take the throw. And I think we've got time to take it because as I say, the 7 minutes didn't start till 92.5 minutes, so we've got another minute. Long throw from Livermore, looking for Burns over Burnshead. We'll get a corner for that. The ref gives a goal kick. Of course he does. This is where it gets toxic for Eddie Howe now. You can't put this kind of performance on twice against these and be loved by the fans. I'm sorry, it just doesn't happen. It can't happen. That should be about it, I think. Indeed it is. Absolute bollocks. I don't know what to say, folks. I just don't know what to say. That was the most appalling second half performance. In many ways, worse than the Barcelona game. I can't even watch it. Credit to Sunderland. I'm going to say it. They wanted it way more than us. But it's a low bar jump over. Yeah, just hideously poor. He's past his sell-by date now for me, folks. He's got to go. He's got to go. And I think most of the chat's saying it too. It's really poor, that. Really, really poor. As I say, with such a fucking soft-ass team. Nick Thornton, £2 super chat. He needs to keep his mouth shut at half time. Big Tank, can't remember the last time we made a free kick, $2. Graham McConnell went for 39 minutes. Who are the lads from Dubai? Passing the commentary, Billy. Well done. Well, yeah. It's the other way now. Pound super stick from Dan Edley. Timmy Barr, just an amazing coach. We've seen that one. Dan Robinson says, if you're the better team man for man, the loss of draws on the manager. Howe shouldn't be sacked. Should have the decency to walk. I agree. Nick Thornton, the manager hasn't got a clue. Jared says it may work out for him, but feels like absolute panic subs by Howe. No real thought, just desperate. I agree with that. Takes Nick off, says Nick, another £2 super chat, and brings on Tyndall's pet project. And then he says another £2 super chat. Panic, get this manager out now. Samsonite Dove also sack the forward now. Keith Truscott, £5 super chat. Eddie Howe, sack him at a shite. Absolute second rate. DK, Eddie's in practice decision. Why we're so shit every week. Jared again. I don't think I've seen a manager take his side so backwards within 12 minutes in my life. Clueless. Rogish Babble. Edward must not be here next season. Enough. Dan says, another £2 super chat. If Howe isn't gone at the end of the season, PF don't care. Akira, Barnes and Willock embarrassing. Ship them off. And Willock was fucking dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. 6 stops, sack them on. I'm absolutely done with Howe. Nick says, £2 super chat. He needs to go to Davies Arnold sack. I don't care. Micah says, Bruno Guimaraes, you are a Man United player. Mate, he won't believe in Newcastle United. Night Scoy, if he does, he'll go abroad. He won't play in England for anyone else. If anyone rates these players higher than a 1 in the play ratings, it's a joke. And the manager can lose both derbies. Got to go. Simon Yorkshire. I love Eddie, but he has no answers. Time for change. Yeah, another one that's changed. Cass, 199. Disgrace the badge. A lot of them sack him now. Jazz, not watching us play again until he's sacked. Some pretty vociferous and harsh words there, and I think they're all fair. I think he needs to take a long, hard look at himself and maybe resign. Yeah, I think I think things can't get any bad. I feel for poor Mark Lascelles and Ian, our mod, because Sunderland are currently getting beat by Dundee United. Celtic are currently getting beat 2-0 by Dundee United. So they're having a worse Sunday than I am, to be fair. Horrific. Another super chat just come in from another couple. Dave, £5 super chat. Put myself Eddie in till 26-27. Just don't know what to do now. I think I'm Eddie out. BMO, $4.99 super chat. What does Eddie do at half time? Other teams make adjustments. We come out worse. Yeah, we do. It's an ongoing thing. Keith Truscott says £5 super chat. He says, take one look at the stadium, Eddie, and then sod off. I don't think you can pick out any players who've been shot. I think they all were. I mean, I'm just lost for words. And yeah, I'm not. To be honest, I'm not lost for words because we see this time and time again. Second half, didn't think it wasn't a fitness thing. It was an attitude thing. It was an attitude thing. They decided they wanted it more than us, and they fought until they got the fucking win. I hate doing it, but you've got to give Sunderland Football Club credit for that. Absolutely you do. But at the same time, you've got to give our manager absolute bollocks for what he's done. It's just a fucking shit show, mate. Shit show, people. Things need to happen. It's the international break. Do I think things will happen now? No. Maybe a caretaker to the end of the season. I think Europe's done now. I think you forget Europe. I'm preparing with a £5 super chat. We've got 3 weeks to get on the phone to Jose. I think we'll wait till the summer till we appoint someone full time. And the summer's when you're going to have a good market of managers who are either giving up their international jobs or if you want to go for someone else, you go for someone else. But yeah, one of the worst fucking Sundays we've had for a long time. Once again, we've give up and capitulated and just proved what a bunch of soft asses they are. At the same token, I need to thank all you lot for joining me and sharing it with me. Sorry we couldn't bring you 3 points. Thanks for all the super chats. As another one comes in there from Toon Down Under, I'll have to do them all. Let's do that. What we got? Ian Breen says, every second half we come out like we've had 10 points. And Toon Down Under, everyone playing Eddie. What the fuck can he do with the players we got, to be honest? Useless Spanish twats, not giving credit to the unwashed, we were shit. Who bought these players? Who's selecting them? Who's making the in-game changes? You know. I absolutely blame the players. I do. But I blame the manager that's putting them out in that situation to do that. Shocking. Shocking state of affairs, folks. So there you go. There you go. That's the end. We're going to do a review this tomorrow night. Another fucking depressive review. You got to laugh or you'll fucking cry. But until then, thank you ever so much for joining me for that absolute hell, purgatory, shite, 100-odd minutes of shite. Thanks to the mods for looking after the chat. Thanks for all you've super chatted. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome to all the new members. Thanks for the members' gifts as well. But I'm going to leave you and love you there. That's the wrong way around, isn't it? But who cares? That's dreadful. Have a great rest of your Sunday. It can't be any worse. And I'll see you tomorrow night alongside Paul, Stato, and maybe Sam as well. Until then, good afternoon.
Come back and check out